Hello and welcome to a Smurd video, and today we are looking at Transformers Studio Series War for Cybertron Bumblebee, and this is figure number 1. And on the side, in the plastic-free packaging, you have a nice gamer pad there, which is pretty cool. Transforms in 21 steps. Video game inspired scale detail backdrop. That's what I was looking for. For some reason on the Optimus Prime they put big screen. I think it was perhaps just a mistake. Defend Iacon. Okay. Bumblebee teams up with the Autobots to protect Iacon from the Decepticon assault. Okay, very simple stuff. And there's backdrop included, which we will have a look at. So let me get Bumblebee out so we can have a closer look at him. Okay, so first of all, we've got this backdrop, and it's got some probably something pivotal to the game. I haven't played the game for over 10 years, so I can't exactly remember it entirely, but it's a nice thing to add in there. I'm not a big fan of them, but hey, do you know what? People like them. Grand. I would like perhaps a more harder diorama to be perhaps released, probably a big ask, to be honest with you, because will it actually sell? I'm not entirely sure on that. I almost said the wrong word then, so to speak. So, okay, so here is Bumblebee, and actually he stands a little bit better than what I thought he would do. So he does have some reasonably long legs, and it just looks like there's this big bulk here. And it is there, but it's not as bad as what I was expecting. So he's got some interesting colors on him in terms of, apologies, knocking my camera, in terms of the red, and oh my goodness, sorry, and the black. It's very cool. I love the fact that these are here because I do remember this sort of thing from the game, which is pretty cool. And then he does have a really nice, clear scope of a Bumblebee going on there. That does look very beautiful, but I was expecting the top heaviness to actually affect the figure, but actually it doesn't. So they've done perhaps a job that I would have thought. He does have these weapons that you can plug in the back, but you can do it without it. I mean, they do probably add to the weight, and they're not really noticeable from the front, which I think is great. I do love this this sort of, it's not like a yellow, it's sort of like a gold bug yellow sort of thing. So, or a mustardy color. I do like that as well. I do like the fact that this bit's really cool. I love this. And you can move it as well. That's pretty awesome. Whoops. Let's drop them off. So anyway, so he has a rocket, like so. And then he has a sort of blast effect as well. And then literally same as Optimus Prime, you pop this off like so, and then you shove it on there. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a fan of this. Not a fan at all. It is pretty decent. Looks pretty alright. He's got a rocket launcher on there, but like I said, I mean, it is based off the game, so I'm hoping in the game the hands used to pop off, and this is how they used to do it. But I feel like I would have preferred him to be able to hold a gun, so to speak. And then the other weapon is this other blaster, whatever that is. Eat dirt, Decepticon. There we go. And then he has this little sword. Now, if I'm remembering the game correct, apologies. If I'm remembering the game correctly, I can't remember if we actually got a toy of Bumblebee. I feel like we did, but I don't feel like I actually brought that. I feel like perhaps I missed it. Maybe, I'm not entirely sure. But I felt like he had these little knives that used to just pop out of his arms, etc. I feel like that's what he used to do in the game. And like I said, you had that awesome trailer where he was cut to ribbons, and Optimus Prime carrying him, which was pretty awesome. So he does look very awesome. I do like this, and I will show you him next to Prime towards the end of the video. I will transform them both. I'm going to do it in alt mode first because Optimus is already in alt mode. Obviously, I've got to transform him back to robot mode. So let's have a quick look at articulation. So the head can go all the way around. It can go up. It can go down. His arm can go all the way around like so. It can go up. It has the single joint on there. In terms of hand, there is no real movement there. Then you could, if you want, bring it in slightly like that. If you do stuff, he pretty much does the whole splits. He's got a swivel on the thigh. He's got a single on the leg. He's got a left. Not really a right. Not really much going on there either. So articulation, and that's probably due to whatever his transformation and how that works. Probably more about that when Autobots do not get the articulation that we would like them to. But as long as it transforms and it looks really good on the shelf, who are we to complain, I guess? Of course, we're allowed to complain. We're the customers. Anyway, I actually like how this looks more than I was expecting. I was expecting to look at this and go, ew, it looks rubbish. But it doesn't. It looks pretty cool. And if you liked this game, you grab this. We got Megatron coming out at some point. And I can't remember the other Transformer they announced. You would hope that we'd get a Grimlock, a Bruticus, a Soundwave, and a Starscream as well at some point. I can't remember. There's probably lots of other characters I've completely dismissed. That would be pretty awesome. So anyway, I'm going to transform him so we can have a closer look at that Art mode. Okay, so I've never ever pretended to be an expert on transforming Transformers. Some I find very easy, some I find very difficult, and I'm always very honest when I get to this point. And there's a reason I don't show me transforming these figures on my channel, is because, to be quite frank, I'll probably be quite rubbish at it, and sometimes I'm not patient. Well, no, I try to be patient because I don't want to damage these figures. So, but what I'm saying is sometimes I get frustrated. If I'm frustrated by transforming a video on my channel, you're not going to enjoy my review at all. If you enjoy it at all. And this figure, I kid you not, it's Rise of the Beast coming out on Friday, and I'm trying to watch a Transformers movie each night, and I'm on the first one, and I've just I'm at 56 minutes. So if you think about, all right, take off 5-10 minutes at the beginning, it's probably taken me about 40 minutes to achieve even this. This is a freaking nightmare to change it. I thought I was going mad while trying to transform this. I had big shout out to Chieftain, great Transformer reviewer, and because I had to go watch somebody else's video. If it wasn't for Chieftain, I probably would watch Prime vs. or somebody else anyway. There's lots of great reviews out there that show the transformation, and I'm glad because he had probably the same issues that I had. This is a pain in the rear axle to transform. There's this piece around here that if you don't get everything slotted in correctly, you can see that's not flush. If you don't get everything slotted in there, this bit does not come down and sit in there very, very nicely. And I tell you what, it's been a pain. You can see I've not even delivered that. It's not flush, it just pops out from time to time, but it's better than what I was doing like 20 minutes ago. So yeah, a really horrible Transformer to transform, and we've had some over the years, haven't we? Not fun at all. I did not enjoy this. And you know, for the 21 steps, that should have taken me a few minutes. Ridiculous amount of time that I spent on this. In fact, I don't think my wife's very happy with me right now. But I've stuck the dinner on, so that's the important thing, right? So you can roll it around like that. It's. I think the problem is they're trying to condense a lot of arms and legs into this thing, and part of the transformation is, okay, I mean, you can see there that I've still not got certain things exact, you know, and it's really disappointing. You can put a weapon under there, which I think is cool. I do like that sort of thing, and got a nice Autobot sign there, and you can see where these beautiful things that I was talking about on the bot mode come into play. So I would highly recommend that you do not transform this very often. And I'm gonna just confirm now, when I do Barricade, I'm not transforming this again to do that review. I'm not even gonna waste my time on it because it was so frustrating. I feel like I probably got a little bit better on this. So in terms of the figure. So you can do that. You can add the sword on the back, probably there if you want. I think that's not so bad. Could have been worse. And you know, it's war for Cybertron, so I don't mind them having weapons on, unlike their Earth compatible Earth vehicles. But for these, I do not mind. And in fact, that sin on the top just sort of hides my dodgy transformation, should we say. So yeah, just be very careful when you do get yours and you do go to transform him. Take that little bit of time. Don't stress yourself out, because it's not worth it. And then we've got this, which is Optimus Prime sitting next to him. So Optimus Prime is obviously a lot bigger than Bumblebee in this mode and in general. But they do look very, very cool together. That is the sort of size comparison I would be expecting from these two figures. And they look great together. So I'm going to go transform them back. And we can see Optimus Prime and Bumblebee next to each other. So you see a size comparison from that way. Okay, so just to wrap it up, here is Bumblebee next to Optimus Prime. I feel like there is a nice difference in height and bulk. It works really, 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 really well. In terms of this figure, I really like the robot mode, which most people are going to display this figure in. And even ARP mode, if you can get it right, it does look cool. It can be very painful if you don't get it right. So just take your time, and I hope you don't get as frustrated as perhaps I was with it when I went, God, I've got to go. I had to go do something else. It was that bad. And then I came back and I thought about it, and then I eventually got it sort of right for the review anyway. So all in all, it's an all right figure. Still not a fan of this gimmick off the hands coming off and weapons going on there. Why on earth does he have a sword? He's a Cybertronian. I have no idea. It's like, why does Optimus Prime have an axe? But anyhow, it's us Earth creatures creating these Transformers, robots in disguise, right? So anyway, if you like my video, please do support my channel by subscribing. I would really, really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody, including yourself, that's taking the time to watch this. Thank you to everybody that's already subscribed to my channel. Appreciate you folks a great deal. Make sure you look after yourself. Very important these days. And as always, embrace geekiness. Take care. Goodbye.